no walking today. Little job to do on the car. I don't mind, it's needed doing for ages and it don't take that long, it's not too bad. But if I were you, I'd make the worst of this appalling quality image, because as of tomorrow I've got a camcorder coming. These are the anti-roll bar drop links. I tend to change them once a year because it's a 2-ton car and I drive it across bumpy fields, and you know, these little bushes wear out really quickly. These are the new ones. If you compare that to what I've just taken off, oh, there you go. They need replacing every now and then. I used to be able to buy just these little bushes for about £2 each, but you can't get them anymore. You have to buy the whole caboodle, £15 each. But that's not too bad. New one going on. It's not a difficult job. It doesn't take too long. This new camera that I'm picking up tomorrow, I wanted a little palm-held handy-cam type thing with a flip screen and with some decent image stabilisation. That would benefit my videos quite greatly, I think. And what else was important? I just wanted a bit of manual control over the settings, you know, so I've gone for this Sony one. Sony, I think it's a CX405, and for a little YouTube unit, it actually looks really good. I'll be back in a sec. I've got to get a jack on this because where the old bushes had got so squished down, now I've put in the new bushes, this is sitting a lot higher and I can't get the nut on, so I've got to get my little bottle jack under there and push it up into the anti-roll bar. I'll be back in a second. Wood splitting, head out the way. That's it, that's enough to get it started. Now of course I'm not actually taking the whole weight of the car there. All I'm moving is the wishbone and the wheel hub up against the suspension and the springs. The car is supported in other means. Right, let's see if we can get that on. Nut started. Now I've got to squish this down. I'll give you a closer look. I've got to squish. I've got to be quite precise here. What can I point with? I'll point with my screwdriver. Give us some light. Okay. If you can see that lower washer, then there's the bush, then there's the anti-roll bar, then there's another bush, then there's a washer and a nut. I've got to tighten that nut so that the distance between that washer and that washer is exactly 42mm. So I'll be keeping an eye on that with my vernier. I'll be keeping an eye on it with that. I'm going to tighten it down, and I think if I remember rightly, you do it in this position with the weight of the car off of the bushes, and then obviously once you lower it down, it's going to squish up a bit more. A little bit more. Good enough for me. And that's all done for another year then. You know, not a massive job. I've never had to do this on a yearly basis on any other vehicle. I think it's just down to the fact that it's so heavy, and it does get ragged a bit more than your average family estate car. Right, I can put the wheel back on and then go and do the other side. I won't bore you with the other side. You've seen how that goes. So this camera, I'm picking it up tomorrow at 3 o'clock. I ordered it from John Lewis's. I went to Argos first. I knew what camera I wanted. I've done my research. I'm sure it's the right one for me. I had a look on Argos, and it was, well actually first I thought get it direct from the supplier. That's always my preferred choice. So I looked at Sony's website and it was 250 quid. And I thought, no, that's too much. So I looked at Argos and it was 230 quid. John Lewis, it's 198. And John Lewis, you know, they're the nicer end of that sort of nasty business of buying things. I feel quite safe buying from them, probably more so than from Argos if anything does go wrong. This camera is fantastic. The zoom on it, it's got a 60 times zoom, I think it is. It's really powerful. I've seen demonstrations of it on YouTube. That's going to come in really handy for me, along with the wide angle lens. It's got a wide angle lens, a really powerful zoom. It's perfect for being outdoors and doing this sort of thing. Being outdoors, of course, it's got me thinking about building some kind of little rain shield out of a bit of guttering that I can strap, something like that, you know. I'm picking it up tomorrow afternoon, so the plan is, if I can, I'm pretty sure I already know kind of how to use it from tutorials that I've seen. It's not a touch screen, which is good for me. I don't like touch screen stuff. This is it's all little buttons on the side of the camera and around the screen on the little flip screen that you've got. So I'm pretty sure I can figure that out fairly easily. What I'm more worried about is figuring out how to transfer the footage that I've got from that camera to my tablet so that I can edit it and upload it. We'll see how that goes. I think it's probably going to be a case of moving an SD card from one to the other, I think. If I can figure that out reasonably quickly, I'm going to get out for some nice views tomorrow evening. It will be a short little test video with my new camera. I'll go up to Bison Hill, where me and Twinkle used to go. Lovely views there, and no tourists. So I'm looking forward to that, really looking forward to that. Fingers crossed, tomorrow evening, I'll have my new HD camera, and I'll be up there and I'll give you a little peek of what it can do. See you tomorrow. Take care. Twinkle's flowers, look.